Alright, looks like this is working again. I'm the 404 guy, 7he404guy with 404 Island. But before we get started...
Warning. This program contains coarse humor and a sense of language that some people might not share. Viewer discretion is advised. But I bet that just makes you want to watch it even more.
Okay, we're lucky that that warning box disappeared. Alright. Mostly because I didn't think it would. I hit the wrong button. Let me adjust this keyboard. Okay, here we are. 404 Island. Yet again. Everything is slow today. So we'll just have to see how it works. Crap. Anybody who's watching the YouTube... I cannot read comments on YouTube because the window is blocking it. I set that up like a genius. Hold on. This is going to be unpleasant for about the next 20 seconds, and you might hear some swearing. I don't want this piece of shit here. Second of all, reading it is offline. Third of all, now I gotta freaking fix this piece of crap. God damn it. Full screen off, full screen on. That's a piece of shit. Okay. Alright. Now it's working. Sort of. It's like 20% working. Anyway. I need new armor, I think. Where did this bottle come from? Not sure I want to do diamond, though. So we're gonna... Oh. Need a new helmet at the very least. Once again, my mouse sensitivity is way higher than it should be. And I don't know why that is. Let's get him. Almost. Got him. Hey, is that a free bow? Nope. Alright. We're not going to head into the nether just yet. I need to fill up on food items. That nether fortress is frickin' far away, and I don't want to have to frickin' die 20 times getting there. So, crap. Look at this piece of... This shit doesn't grow. Look at that. It's literally the exact same place it was last episode. That just pisses me off. So I literally... What I've got to do is I have to literally stand here like after I log off, because the server will shut down after so many minutes with nobody logged in. I gotta literally stand here while stuff grows. So this episode we're not going to the nether, I've decided. Instead, we're gonna fix this massive failure piece of crap. Look at it. See? It's a massive failure, so we're gonna fix it. Because it really pisses me off the fact that this doesn't freaking grow. Let's see, we're going to go over here. Crap. We're going to need a lot of resources for this. Alright, so first order of business. Everything is crap. That's the first order of business. I figured out why my network has been dropping randomly. You know why the stream the past couple of days, there's a couple instances where it just halts for absolutely no reason. And I've been laboring over why it's been just randomly dropping out for a few seconds at a time. There's There's teeth marks in my Ethernet cable. Tells me that perhaps the cat that lives here has been eating my Ethernet cable. Which, of course, explains the network dropping, because that's one of the leading causes, actually, from technical support. One of the leading causes of Ethernet cable failure is actually cats eating it. Which, interesting statistic there. And in this case, it appears to be true. So that's even more there. I'm going to build this as like a strong point. Right? So that I can just stand up there indefinitely, I suppose. Technically, I think that this goes against Server Timmy's rules. We're not supposed to do... How many iron shovels do I have? Jeez. Not supposed to do intensive server operations. This might count as that, but I don't know. So in the stock markets, Amazon broke the $2,000 mark in the last week, which was really awesome for me because I have some stock in Amazon. Breaking the 2,000 mark is really a landmark for them. They're doing pretty well there, I'd say. Nvidia's also been going up because of their new product release, the RTX 2080. You see, the thing with RTX, right, and I know that they're hyping it a lot, and they're giving people these huge expectations, and they don't want people to report on it. Oh, for God's sakes, what monsters are nearby? Seriously, I'm goddamn indoors. What? There is nothing. Look, there is literally nothing there. Okay, that thing. The spider. Here, I'll get rid of him in 2 shots. Watch. Hey. See? 2 shots. Yeah, the whole thing with the RTX is... Yes, you can do ray tracing much faster, but the software has to support a ray tracing core, right? You have to rewrite all the shaders, which you can do. You can rewrite shaders for old software. It's relatively difficult in some cases, but you can rewrite shader libraries for old software to work in newer revisions of either OpenGL or DirectX. However, you know, at the time of release, you have to consider the fact that most video games are not going to make use of RTX in any way, right? There might be some mods that come out, but ultimately, you know, what video game today supports RTX? Nothing. So first of all, you have to get developers access to the hardware so that they can develop for it and so that they can test it, optimize for it. And, you know, that takes a lot of time, you know, so they have to design software, they have to design the shaders for it. That's going to take time, basically. And, you know, if you buy the first RTX graphics card that comes out, there's a few niche cases where it might work, realistically, right? You have the render software. That's going to be the first use case for it because that's where it's going to make the most difference. Beyond that, again, there's really no video games that have RTX enabled in them. It's like when you had tessellation. Like, what video games, even today, like you have a tessellation shader that you can make in OpenGL or DirectX. How many video games have you seen in the last couple of years that have a tessellation shader? Right? There are some. The point being that there's not a lot, though. Alright, this is gonna work. So what does this have to do with the Nvidia stock thing? Well, yeah, their stock's gone up by a few dollars over the past few days, but realistically, I think this product launch is going to be a bit of a fiasco for them. We're already seeing some cracks in the foundation, so to speak, so that'll be an interesting one to see where that goes. Did I mute the audio in this game? I think so. Feels like I did. Feels like I would have too, because I really get annoyed by the Minecraft music selection. What do we got here? Okay, so this works. We need to extend this part out. I just finished watching another. Man, the ending to that is like... Why is my hand always off by one key? The ending to that one is like really good. I'd recommend watching it, 100%. You know, it's one of those, you could call it a murder mystery that kind of somewhat summarizes it, but not very much. Oh god, my arm hurts so much. I can't work in this position here. This is completely wrecking my elbow. Ah. I need a microphone stand. Anybody who's watching the stream right now, if you want to donate to the stream, then feel free to buy me a microphone stand. I'll give you the shipping details. Oh yeah, that was useful. Yeah, these, oh yeah, this is what I did last episode. See, it looks good, doesn't it? So if we have like a creeper or a mob that we want to try and trap, we just run them through that. They get stuck in the middle. These pistons go up, it keeps them in the middle there. Which is pretty cool. You just have to, where am I going? There's no trees over there. So this lookout post that we're building here should theoretically handle the issue with absolutely no food growing here, because we need to leave the server running, we need to leave the chunk loaded. Otherwise it just despawns and nothing happens. That's what I really, you know. If the block is updated at any point in time, this is how they could fix this issue, by the way. If the block has been loaded in the past, right, then each block should hold, you know, some memory, right? Just, oh shit, why did I build those? Each block should hold, son of a bitch, I just completely screwed that up, didn't I? God damn it, oak fence gate. Where was I? If a block has been loaded in the past, then the time that the block was loaded should be stored as a variable within the block. It would increase the memory usage a fair bit. It'd be one extra integer, right? Therefore, when you reload the block at a later point in time, it makes sense that something actually changes with it, as opposed to it remaining static as long as you're a certain distance away. This is something that would be relatively simple to implement. It would fix an issue that I really think is a major oversight. But realistically, they're too lazy to do so. We're talking about a game here that was released in 2009. Sure, it's had some updates. But in the end, the current owners of the intellectual property are not interested in something that works. They're interested in something that just sits there and makes them money. Hence the reason they came out with story mode. And hence the reason They certainly haven't been fixing anything. They've just been trying to stuff new crap in that doesn't actually add anything to the game. So, right. My current opinion on Minecraft is that it's crap. And I wouldn't recommend playing it. And yet here I am. So yeah, the introduction of Dr. Shiny Face that I mentioned last episode there. I think I mentioned it in this series at some point. Hello, hello, I'm Dr. Shiny Face. Oh, don't mind me, I'm Dr. Shiny Face. Yeah, that guy. Nobody actually really cares, from what I can tell. I'm the only one that cares about Dr. Shiny Face. Which makes sense, given that it is a character that I created and nobody else has ever heard of before, but still, you know. It can't be easy for him. Alright, so for the most part, this looks like it will protect us from... Oh, jeez. I'm trying to keep the landscape clean by not just placing down random crafting tables everywhere, but it feels like I have to because this is just a waste of goddamn time running back and forth here every single time. Maybe this time I should actually do the math and figure out how many pieces of wood that I need, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna need more. I have to chop down another tree probably. Yeah, so there we go. Right, so we need a door there. This has to be raised up by a half. Now the whole reason I'm doing this, I don't have to actually do this pattern at all. But I want it to fit in with the landscape, so obviously I kind of have to. There. I have to go down and get more. Carrots used to do 2 hearts, now they only do 1.5. This is one of those changes that I'm going to use as an example for why I know that Microsoft really doesn't care about Minecraft. Because what is the point in changing that? What exactly have you changed by altering the amount of hunger bars that a single carrot replenishes? And I mean, especially by 1/2 of a hunger bar. That's, you know, it seems petty to me. This is turning into Mr. Complains a Lot channel, isn't it? Feels like it. Guess I could go back to talking about other crap that's going on. So yeah, I mentioned the Ethernet cable. What about my bread? I made some bread last week. Usually, yes, I make my own bread. Usually it's, crap, I need more of these. Lasts about 2 weeks. No, not 2 weeks. What am I talking about? It lasts a full week. 7 days. Beyond 7 days, it's anyone's guess. It might start growing mold on it, right? And that's natural for bread. I don't put any preservatives in it. Lasted for 5 days. Which leaves me questioning, why the hell did my bread only last for 5 days? I wonder. It seems to me that the condensing humidity is the main issue at play here. So you have a, oh wow, look at that. You have a product such as bread, which doesn't do well in humid conditions. You put it inside of a sealed bag, then that seals in however much moisture was in the air at the time that it was put into the bag. well, say you then lower the temperature dew point spread reduces, and you have the potential that perhaps any humidity that was at the temperature in the bag that's held as water being water vapor in the air condenses out onto the bread, which is not good for the bread. So I have to figure out a countermeasure, so to speak. Countermeasure, get it? Another? I just finished watching that. Never mind. I have to figure out a countermeasure to keep the bread from doing that, basically. I have some ideas of how I can do that, though. I think probably won't be too big of an issue. So making a new loaf today, I'm going to try some things with it, see if I can get it to be a little bit more lasting. I don't have any coal. Why don't I have any coal, I wonder? To anybody tuning in, this is intentionally... or this is not intended to be an interesting stream. This is not intended to be an interesting series, for the most part. It's life updates and such. Alright. Now all we need is a horizontal door. This thing will be complete, and we can just literally stand in there for hours and hours and hours so that we actually have some food. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to stream that part of it because obviously people don't like watching grass grow, but that's literally what it would be. I'm going to stop the stream at the end of this. There's another thing that they modified, right? Carrots don't do 2 hunger bars anymore. They only do 1.5. Regular doors now makes 3 doors. Trapdoors still makes 2. What the hell are they doing there? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But apparently it makes sense to them. So, I don't know. But yeah, look at that. That's decent right there. How does it look from a distance? That looks pretty crappy, but at the same time, it serves a purpose. Alright. We are now locked in. We're going to stay here for however long it takes. For the grass to grow, obviously. This is mostly grown in the time that I've taken here, so we're going to harvest it now. We'll harvest it, replant it, and then I'm just going to do this cycle like 40 or 50 times. I'll need to have a separate chest specifically for food items. There we go. Alright, 58. Still not self-sufficient, or self-sustaining. Do I have any wood? I do not. We require wood. I'm going to make a chest specifically for storing that, and then it's going to be a few hours of nonsense. Yeah, I can't think of anything else significant to say, so I guess it's a good point to end the stream on, isn't it? There we go. We have a spare trapdoor that's going to be completely useless. As for the chest, we will, I don't know. Oh, it's a terrible place. What the hell am I thinking? Ah. The chest has to be somewhere that it won't interfere with a torch, obviously. That kind of makes this the most optimum location for it, which I don't like that. But it is what it is. Look at that. That actually looks pretty good. So that's going to be the food storage. We'll put some potatoes in there for now, I guess. I don't know why I have potatoes. There. That'll work. And now I sit here and stand for hours on end. Because obviously it's too difficult to program in a single integer into a pre-established data structure. Screw that. Alright, let's fast forward the end of this. Let's see. Television has overscan, so I can't use my TV with my computer. That's a feature, apparently. I don't know why they decided to make that a feature on older televisions that work at 1080p, but they decided to. I guess too many people didn't understand how television broadcasts work in HD. So there was that. What else was there? Let me think. I'm going to have a floor soon. That'll be nice. I'm going to have a whiteboard eventually. I'm looking at just buying like a pane glass window type of thing and mounting it on the wall, using it as a whiteboard. Obviously the eraser wouldn't work so great with that whiteboard, but it would... Unbearably punny panda. Wow, I didn't think anybody was going to show up on a Minecraft stream. Alright. So yeah, we have the whiteboard coming eventually, which I'm going to probably use Windex to erase it, but it's, you know, a lot of times you buy this these whiteboards that are just enamel, and they wear out after like a couple of months. I need something that's going to last a couple of years with heavy usage. So obviously getting like a tempered glass or a pane glass is ideal. So I'm going to be testing that out. I am, as I say, a master of disaster. That's actually a title. So that's it for this stream. I have nothing else to say. I've literally said every word in the English language. Like literally. And I also lied at the end there. I didn't say every single word. But that's it for this stream. I'm the 404guy, 7he404guy. This has gone on 20 minutes. I was expecting it to be longer because I wanted to go to the Nether and collect blaze rods, but I ended up finishing everything I had to talk about this week, so we're done with that. I'm going to be here for the next couple of hours watching grass grow. So if you want to tune in next time, I think tonight at 7 p.m. I'm doing a stream. 404guy channel, 7he404guy on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, etc., etc. Feel free to subscribe or follow. But you don't have to because, you know, I don't even follow myself, so, yeah. I'm the 404guy, 7he404guy. Goodbye.